Me and Christian today have come down to Williams Yard, known as Tullyveary Classics, and it's full of old JCB machinery and a whole lot of other bits and pieces right up our street. And I've driven this machine here before, but I busted a pipe on her. Oh, well, I didn't, but the pipe was busted. This is a 3D. I think this was William's father's machine. So it is. Class, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow rusting beauties. And 3C Mark II. He's a manual too. Cabs were the worst part of those machines, otherwise, you know, they would have. There's bonnets and things, look. If you ever need a bonnet, radiator,
Oh, yeah.
steering wheel, sides, buckets. Oh, it's often unusual to see the twin step there. Yeah. Gear stick, even an R3CX, which is what, 2007, gear stick linkage in here is so sloppy. It's actually quite tight compared to some of them. New backhoe.
There's another one hiding down there.
Let's see what we can find. There's one with forks on it.
There's the cab more than likely.
Oh yes, didn't know that too. There was one. Good job, isn't it? Wee workhorse, looks like a. This is a 3D as well. It's easy to tell 3D because of the big dipper on it. It has a longer boom as well, but the dipper's the first giveaway if you were looking. There's a nice wee ZR tractor. Oh, look at the 2D. You're down to see that. I think we'll have to go round. There's a good 3CX door. Keep that in mind of a white cab.
Oh, yes.
If you ever get one.
When we get
There's
one.
an engine. I think you might
We get one.
have got that from our yard. I'm not sure. Look. More engines and buckets. There's a grill. A couple of ramps. Oh look. Oh wow. Now I wasn't expecting to see that. I wasn't expecting to see that. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see this either. Wow. What a lineup.
There's more than
There's more, there's a Ford. Oh, this is JCB heaven. This is great. I don't know which ones to go to first. Look at that, Sightmaster, she's it. Powerful one. The grey cab. That white one.
I wouldn't even look at that one.
Is that 4-wheel drive? No, it's just 2-wheel drive. They all look.
I wouldn't even look at the last one.
Ah, 370C. Wow. I have a video of me driving that one actually. In the Classic Earthmovers channel. But these are class, aren't they?
Right, yeah.
Happy. Now here's a very rare. There's a 2D cab, son, look at that.
Indeed, yes.
This is a rare. This machine I know for a fact has got the 3-point linkage on it and the rock breaker attachment. And if you go in here, you'll be able to see. Yeah, my head. I did that the last time I was here. Look, it's got the 3-point linkage. If necessary, he has had the backhoe off and put the 3-point linkage on. I have a couple of photographs of it somewhere. There's a bird's nest. Nice wee stumpy backhoe on it, isn't it? There's a 3C Mark III, a D3D and another 3D. Here's a way over to have a look. This is an awesome find to find all these machines. Look over there. 4 absolute classics. This is a very rare machine. And still working. Look at that there. Bit of a Brit, I'm sure to operate. Come back and see that in a minute. There's a case cab, look. Now here's a 655. Always like the Fords as well. Just made after the 555 and the 550. Big strong chassis on them, mind you. Power shift on there. Diff lock as well, I believe these have. Extending dipper. This is a and 2 levers, which is good. This is a nice wee digger. It's just such a fantastic collection. So it is of machines from what I would call my era. There's another .3D Mark II. There's the extending dipper on the outside. I see it's got on the speed rather than power setting. Two wheel drive. There's 2, 4 in 1 bucket. That's 10 machines in here anyway. Very rare, aren't they?
All-time favourite.
So
Yeah, this is the 3D.
that's the 2D, that's the model you have in here. That's a nice 3D Mark III. No, it's a 3C Mark III. Just put a new seat on it. Always helps things along. Decent enough cab in this one. The sliding door looks like it works a brave. Step in. You notice you don't bash your head as much getting in and out of the Mark IIIs. I still got the knob up here. No back window. Always a good idea to put a cap over the exhaust so she doesn't get water into the engine. Plates are good. Look at that big 3D there. The length, look at the length of the, see we'll do a comparison. They're parked up roughly beside each other, but you get an extra at least 3 feet, I'm sure, of reach.
This is the rare one.
It's a big Brit, isn't it? That's hardly a. That's hardly a. That's.
Look at the lifting arm.
That's a Ford. That's a 4D, as far as I know.
That's what I mean.
That's extremely rare. Do you know the one model we have with the stabilizers? Usually these are fixed post in the middle, which this is actually. This doesn't have hydro clamps on it.
Oh, look, it's all being welded in.
Yeah.
I'll take this one home.
This
Yeah,
is
look,
very
look,
rare.
it's 4.
Look at that, 4.
It is indeed.
This is a very, very rare JCB. I know there's one of them done up in England. I think it was Mike Williams. Did a fantastic refurbishment on something like this, a 4D. This is a very, very rare digger. Now, I don't know what that's for. There's a hole in my bucket. Big, big lifting arms on it, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I've never actually seen one up close in person.
The sticker's still slightly intact.
Another genuine JCB, yeah. Look at the size of the tires, they're like grassman tires.
Yeah, massive.
Let's have a look. Oh, look at the backhoe. Now, look at this here operation. This is not normal. Completely offset.
Oh.
To the left hand side. I'm just wondering. I think it does look original, but I'll have to ask him when he gets back. It looks like too complicated for anybody not to make it original. This must have been just one stabilizer, or no, there's your two stabilizers there. That's a good idea. Left and right.
I know one joystick, yeah.
But it's strange that they're offset to the left. You've got quite a bit of fit well down there. I've never seen a valve block offset like that to the left. That reminds me a wee bit of the 4C that it replaces.
Ah.
The 4C, you see, had your controls up here, and they've went for that too. Hang on a minute, just working this out. That must be your jack legs there. So what is this?
Strange.
There's one lever here. I imagine it would do the two jack legs. This, I'm not sure. We'll have to ask William when he comes back. But here, it survived. That's the main thing. It has survived many years of driving. Look at that there. This is what those loader arms look like when you're in. Amazing to see that, isn't it? Look at the thickness of the dipper. They're nearly too big when they're like this, too heavy. Yeah. If they had been four-wheel drive, and those, look at the size of those wheels, they're class. And these are self-leveling parallel lift arms. One that tucks in below that, you see, and then you tip it with this here, rather than connected, and that's it. Massive big bucket on there. 3Ds, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, when you put the 4-in-1 bucket on them, in fact, I think that bucket of the 40 is even bigger again. But as you can tell, they were at their maximum power there. You've only 2 wheels with all that weight. The sun's starting to set, so we'll nip over to these more modern ones. There's 3CXs, and William must rate the 370C very highly to have it parked over beside him, doesn't he? Now, I drove this machine a lot of years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that video you made.
I love these machines. The driving position is, you know, so we'll climb up in the back of it because it's a bit easier. The big floor mat I always made. It's brilliant. Manual, and then you've got your seat here. And look at this here for driving position, right? Just like a modern excavator, plenty of legroom. So comfortable. You should sit in this in a minute and see just how comfortable it is to drive. Needs a wee bit of, what's this, good old easy start. Look at that booming that. So thick. 3 positions you can have it as well. See, that works a bit like the Takeuchi. Do you remember what I was saying? The Takeuchi system where it slid across. I jumped down. Jump in that and see and feel how comfortable it is. You get 2 steps or you get 3 steps. I always thought the 2 steps version was neater. What a machine. Would you swap the 3D for this?
Don't know.
These are nice 3CXs, look at these.
Someone's painted on a 3D. Look.
Oh yes, well they did actually make a 3D, and if he has this is a very rare one. This actually, they didn't make too many of these, the Max Track. And let's see if it is a 3D. Can't see anything sticking out at me there. Three, I'm not sure. Oh look, she has the Leyland engine in her, so she hasn't got the Perkins. This is the replacement. The reason why it was called the 3D was because, see the dipper here? It was about a foot longer than a normal, actually a wee bit more than that actually. Longer on the dipper. And it gave JCB another addition to their fleet. I can't really tell, but this is a 3D dipper. Again, this is a very rare machine because you didn't get 3Ds, you always got 3CXs. And that's just a nice, somebody's done a lot of work, look, putting up the hoses, haven't they? And LED lights.
The cabs all been
Look,
done up.
LED lights and all.
Cabs all been done.
Yes, let's have a look at this here cab. This is very interesting. Oh, it's lovely. Somebody's put a heater in it. A new seat. New levers. What a gem. Oh, look at these here. Very retro. WH Equestrian and Digger Services. What's this here? A speaker. Oh, he's painted this. They've done it. It's a bit pimped up, but it's a good job. So it is. It stops them from rusting away to nothing. And this is a white cab, isn't it? Scott JCB. Put new tyres on her. 4-in-1 bucket. It's good. Always bows out here a bit anyway. They've done their own grill. And there's traditional 1988-89 four-wheel drive Sightmaster. Grey cab. We've had a few of these in the yard. And we've refurbished them for customers as well. To a very high standard. Yes, that's the sort of machine that would just be ready to go to work. What an array of backhoes, eh? What an array of backhoe loaders.
Oh, I know, it's crazy.
Have to get that HYMAC going. As well. Very chuffed to see this here 4D. FOI, that's the Northern Irish plate on it. Look at that, JCB welded in there, so that's a Brit of a machine. Cylinder, not too. There's the 4. Parallel lifting arms, huge tires. Well, we'll wait on William coming back, and he can maybe get some of these started, and maybe we'll come back and actually show you some of these machines in operation. But It's quite a collection, and we're very impressed today to have found what we have found. Happy enough, Christian?
Yeah.
Do you want to drive something?
Huh?
Do you want to drive something?
In here?
Yeah. What would you drive?
Look. Condition wise, for that 3CX, like, but the other toys, this 3D. 2D?
The 2D, yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Very rare machine. Lovely collection. The 3D Mark III. That's actually, I wonder would he swap that one for the one I have, because I was looking at the one with the normal dipper on it.
The extended one.
So it is. Nice.